Let's start with the undeniable truth. Arsenal's victory, while perhaps not the most aesthetically dazzling exhibition of football you'll witness this campaign, underscores the fundamental reality of this business. It's a results-driven industry, and when your ambition is crowned with Premier League gold, the only currency that truly matters is 3 points. Collect them by any means necessary. Another win, another clean sheet added to the tally. It feels almost routine to say it at this point. The significance, however, is anything but ordinary. This performance, arriving on the heels of a grueling sequence against the likes of Chelsea, Bayern Munich and Tottenham, was a masterclass in resilience and squad management. End squad management. It was a statement that this Arsenal side possesses a different kind of strength, one that isn't diminished by fixture congestion or key absences. Speaking of absences, consider the foundational context of this win. Arsenal navigated this match without their first choice central defensive pairing sent. Gabriel and Saliba, arguably the premier duo in the division, were spectators. In their stead, Jakub Kiwior and the particularly impressive William Saliba. Pardon me, I mean William Saliba's understudy. Let's say the other William. William Saliba's capable deputy. The point is, the drop-off was negligible. Kiwior, stepping in, looked composed and assured. This is where the conversation about Arsenal shifts from admiration to disbelief. Their squad depth, particularly in defensive areas, borders on the ridiculous. Look at the options they had in reserve. The returning Jurrien Timber, the creative force of Martin Odegaard, the dynamism of Gabriel Jesus, the reliability of Jorginho and Taikiro Tomiyasu. The bench was a collection of players who would walk into most other Premier League starting 11s. You could mount a compelling argument that at this very moment it stands as one of the most formidable reserves in all of European football. This leads us to the core identity of this Arsenal team. An impenetrable defensive unit. Watching the opening exchanges, there's a palpable shift in mentality the moment they take the lead. It's a feeling unique to watching this iteration of Arsenal. Unlike the nervy, unpredictable tension that might accompany other title challengers, there's a burgeoning sense of inevitability. Once they go ahead, the game takes on a different complexion. It's as if a switch is flipped and the objective singularly becomes preservation. The structure becomes a monolith. Their strength at the back isn't just good, it's becoming obscene. So, to contextualize this, look at the week they've just endured. A demanding draw at Stamford Bridge, a monumental victory over Bayern Munich, a dominant display against Tottenham, and then to follow it up with this professional, controlled shutout of Brentford. They conceded only 3 goals across those 4 monumental fixtures. Let that sink in for a moment. The focus, the discipline, and the collective defensive understanding are operating at a historically elite level. This robustness isn't a fleeting form, it's a sustained siege on record books. Arsenal are currently in the midst of an 18-game unbeaten run across all competitions, a fact that isn't receiving the fanfare it truly deserves. That's nearly half a season of football without tasting defeat, and this isn't a kindly schedule padded with minnows. Within that stretch, they faced down Manchester City, Liverpool, Bayern Munich, Tottenham, Chelsea, and a resurgent Newcastle, united away from home. The system that Mikel Arteta has implemented is so deeply ingrained, so meticulously drilled, that the performance level remains staggeringly consistent regardless of personnel changes. While Saliba and Gabriel represent the pinnacle, the partnership of Kiwior and his fellow stand-in demonstrates that the defensive philosophy is bigger than any individual. In fact, if you were to hypothetically remove Arsenal's first-choice pair from the Premier League landscape, you could easily argue their third and fourth choice centre-backs would rank among the top 5 in the division. That's an absurd notion, highlighting the incredible work done in building this squad. The final, unbreachable layer of this defensive edifice is David Raya. We need to start a serious conversation. While Alisson Becker boasts a more decorated career, filled with Premier League and Champions League medals, establishing him as a modern great, the current form of David Raya is compelling a debate. His save in this match, a reaction stop from a point-blank header, was a moment of pure instinctive genius. The ball was propelled from mere yards out, a certain goal, and Raya's cat-like reflexes defied physics. It was a save of the season contender, and for Raya, it's becoming a regular entry in his growing catalogue of spectacular interventions. His style, particularly those lightning-fast reaction saves, evokes memories of David De Gea in his prime at Manchester United, specifically that legendary performance at the Emirates under Jose Mourinho. The consistency Raya exhibits is his most underrated quality. The ability to remain mentally switched on, fully concentrated for 90 minutes when your side is dominant and you may only face one or two meaningful actions is a hallmark of elite goalkeeping. So, it's a trait that ultimately defines the role at the highest level and was a key differentiator in him claiming the #1 shirt. At 30, Raya is entering his peak years. If he maintains this level and adds major team honours to his resume, the discussion about his place among the world's best will be unavoidable. The statistics surrounding this defence are frankly staggering. They have conceded only 8 goals in all competitions this season. Let's break that down. Across 21 games in the Premier League and Champions League, 8 goals have found their way past Raya. It's a figure so low it seems implausible. The closest competitor in the Premier League table has conceded significantly more. This isn't just a good defensive record, it's a historical foundation upon which titles are unequivocally built. It provides a platform for the attackers to play with freedom, knowing that a single goal might very well be enough. The attacking contribution in this match, while not a free-flowing exhibition, was efficient and decisive. The opening goal, a well-worked move, finished by the ever-impressive Kai Havertz, originated from the right flank. Ben White, a player of immense quality often discussed as deserving more minutes, delivered a superb cross for the assist. The depth is highlighted even here. With the world-class talents of Reece James and the injured Jerry Timber often cited as the league's best right-backs, Arsenal can call upon a player of Ben White's calibre as a backup option. It's an embarrassment of riches. Havertz, meanwhile, continues to silence critics with his output. Operating as a central midfielder, thrust into a forward role, his intelligence and timing are yielding consistent returns. Another goal and assist in this game adds to a season tally that includes crucial contributions against Chelsea, Tottenham, and in Europe. He is becoming a pivotal figure, a player whose unique skill set is perfectly utilised within Arteta's framework. The second-half introduction of Bukayo Saka and the energetic Leandro Trossard was a masterstroke in game management. Arteta identified the need for a fresh direct threat to kill the game and deployed his elite weapons at the perfect moment. Saka, with his characteristic directness, found the net with a crisp finish, putting the result beyond any doubt. His production rate, a goal or assist every other game, remains exceptional for a player of his age and who shoulders such creative responsibility. This victory sets the stage for a monumental clash against Aston Villa. Unai Emery's side is on a sensational run, particularly at home, having recently completed a stunning comeback against Brighton. They represent the next, and perhaps one of the most severe tests of Arsenal's credentials. It will be a fascinating tactical battle, a clash of two supremely confident teams with contrasting but effective styles. As it stands, Arsenal have navigated a treacherous period with remarkable poise. Their defensive record is the best in Europe, their squad depth is the envy of their rivals, and their mentality has evolved from hopeful challengers to steadfast contenders. The title race is a marathon, but Arsenal have built their challenge on the most reliable foundation possible, an almost impregnable defence. It's a blueprint that makes them not just participants in the race, but the team with everything to lose.